Right, due to no popular demand or any demand of any kind at all, here's another horrible unboxing video. Now, whether I open this or not doesn't really matter, because I know what it is, because I didn't order anything else this size. And it says eBay on there in massive letters, so it's a good thing some millennial didn't fucking steal this from the sorting office, hoping it'd be jewellery. But what can it be, sir? What can it be? Who knows, eh? Gonna have to turn the camera a bit, maybe. What's better, this way or that way? There we go, there we go. So, what can it be, eh? Ooh. What could that be, eh? Let's show the front. There it is, sir. The 1983 copy of Punchy, not the one that came in the clamshell, released by Commodore Software under license. No, this is the original. Look at that. The only game with sausage power up. There you go. So let's have a look. What you get in there? Well, you get a cassette like this, which is rewound, which is nice, and then we get the inlay, which is quite large. Here you go. Quite a lot going on there. Let's see if we can do it that way. There you go, see? Plenty there going on, plenty there. And there's even more this side, see? Colour screenshots. So I bought this and another game as the first game I ever bought or played on the C64. And this is the second game I ever loaded. So how are we going to do this then? Because I don't really think you want to see my half finished house. So maybe if we put it here like this, and the light is catching it, who knows, mate. I can't even see where it is. Where the hell is it? There we go. Oh, bloody hell, it's tiny, isn't it? There we go. For some reason that's still moving. Bloody box. Cats have been sleeping on the NES bootleg box. So yeah, that was the second game I ever bought. Getting that in the post, I knew what it was, because I bought it from a very trusted seller of C64 games. I message him every 6 months for like the last 5 years, and eventually he said, oh yeah, I've got a copy of that, it's not great, I'll let you have it for a £5, just buy any of my £5 games on eBay and I'll just send that one for you. I think he just sent me like one small picture just to make sure it is what it is, and I have to say, I mean, I can always change the cassette case. The cassette could be nicer, and cassette inlay could be in better condition, but this game is impossible to find. It's the rarest game on the C64, and it's also the reason why Zylogon and Punchy are not both 1983 on Game Base 64, which they should be, because I got a C64 in 1983. I think I would remember what year it was. So yeah, that is sort of like my holy grail now, because I'm pretty sure, because I made a list of all the C64 games I had, which took a while, actually. It took a while to remember them all, but I had everything except Punchy, I'm pretty sure. I mean, most things I've got in mint condition, and that's something I plan to do, actually. I plan to actually play all the original C64 games I had and load them up from tape, which is why I need the Tapuino thing. Because obviously I don't know which of the 20 Commodore tape decks I've got is the one that's like in mint condition, hardly ever used, and it's been sealed in the box, and the belts are fine, and although I'll probably change them because it's such a simple procedure. The motor still works spot on, and that's the important thing. So I can't find that one out of the blue. I'd have to like go for a whole load of them. So I think Tapuino is the way to go, as long as I get to use a real joystick, and I'll be buying a Quick Shot 2 joystick as well, because that's what I played these early games on mostly. Don't remember playing Commodore 64 games with a Competition Pro. No, because I didn't get a Competition Pro probably until I had an Amiga, probably 1988. God knows what I used before then. I don't know, but I did have a Competition Pro and a zip stick, and I prefer the zip stick. So yeah, that's the unboxing over with, and good night, sir. Punchy by Mr. Micro. One of the first 2 games I ever bought for the C64, and I bought it at the Sunday market in Edmonton off a stall. And it's a game by David Whittaker. Starting level 1, thank you. So yeah, this is, I did a video on this game, finding this game. And David Whittaker did everything on this game. He programmed it, he did the graphics, and he did the music, obviously. So this was 1983. I just remembered I used to put bits of sellotape on my old TV so I'd know when to jump. Time limit is very tight on that actually, so. That's going to be really annoying without the bits of sellotape on the screen. I mean, clearly it could have let me go on. Well, someone's not happy. So yeah, I had this game in spring of 1983. Pro Bike must be the cracker. That doesn't sound great. Ah well, now I've got 3 other Commodore 64s with various problems, so I can use those if I need another SID. Never seen the point in buying you know, that SID replacement thing. There's plenty of non-working C64s for sale all the time, and there's nothing like a real SID chip, mate. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Of course, another bit of sellotape on the other side. Wow, you go 1 pixel over the edge and you fall off. That's a bit shit. Should really collect the sausages, but the time is running out now. So it's exactly like Hunchback. You've got like a magic carpet instead of the rope. Graphics are actually quite nice. So it's a variation really. Typical British, can't be bothered to pay for enough workers to have 3 of them there, so you got one bloke there. Is he a bloke? Small person perhaps? Vertically challenged, are they called? I can't remember. Yeah, the time for each screen is actually, it's not generous at all. So I don't know how long this C64 is going to last. Definitely the SX64 is built to last longer. What the hell? Oh, there's a pie right behind you. Ah, what bastard. Classic game, I shall be enjoying that more later. And this is the first game I loaded on the Commodore 64. This was my experience of C64 gaming for the first time. I don't even know if it's joystick port 1 or 2, but when you read the blurb on it, it was actually, pretending to be Zaxxon, and I thought, great, I love Zaxxon in the arcade, bloody brilliant, I'm going to buy this and play Zaxxon at home. How naive. I'm just looking at the camera LCD there, I thought, what the hell's going on? But no, looking alright there, I think. You're not missing out on any of those shit graphics. Don't worry, I haven't cropped out any of the shit. So a bit of history. Sometime during the school week, my VIC-20 power supply, I presume, stopped working. So on the Saturday morning, we're back in the High Street electrical store. And they say, oh, sorry, we haven't got any VIC-20 starter packs now, they've discontinued it. I don't know if they reintroduced it in Christmas 1983 as well, but you know, early March 1983, the shop saying to us, we haven't got another one to give you. And they were like, the C64 is, I think it was an extra 80 quid, I think it was 280 quid. I think the retail price for the C64 dropped to about 280, 300 very quickly after the end of the Christmas period of 1982. And it was on for sale from the 19th of November. I'm glad you agree. Never mind what fucking Wikipedia doesn't bother to tell you. Because they didn't do the research. What a surprise. So, finally, because they don't want to give the money back, because we're probably going to go to another shop that's actually got, stock of the VIC-20 starter pack left. It wasn't like there was none available anywhere. And my experience with the few VIC-20 games I had in that 2.5 month, 3 month period was not really positive, I have to say. Cosmiads by Bug-Bite was shit. Vic Panic again by Bug-Bite was a bit shit. Reading you know, the various examples of what you can do is a bit shit. So I actually wanted a C64 in the first place, but because I got a colour TV as well as a VIC-20, only a shitty little no-name 12-inch one, but that was a luxury back then. I actually said, you know, I wouldn't mind a C64, which they did have in stock. And basically, before you complain about the scrolling, it's jerky. It's jerky even if you used a £2,000 4K fucking professional video camera pointed at the CRT. It's a character scroll. Don't moan. So, you know, my dad obviously couldn't give her a week and a half's wages for, like, you know, a C64 and a tape deck, because you had to buy both. I think the tape deck was 40 quid. So we would have had to give an extra like 120 quid on top in early 1982. I think our house only cost like 20 grand. Oof. And that was a 3-bedroom, quite large house actually. And that's when the salesman, who looked like Nick Kershaw, he jumped right in there and he said, I tell you what, if you buy the C64 from us, you can keep the tape deck that come with a VIC-20 starter pack, because they're the same thing. So that's what we did. Got home. Obviously I wouldn't dare ask my dad for an extra, like, you know, 8 quid or whatever, 10 quid to buy a C64 game on cassette at the time. So, you know, I got a C64 for, like, you know, the whole of Saturday, and Sunday morning we went to something called a Sunday market, and you can imagine what that is. It's an open air market that's open on a Sunday. And I bought 2 games, and one was this Zylogon and the other one was Punchy, and I loaded this first because Punchy was clearly a Hunchback clone from the screenshots that I could make out, and this was basically what I, you know, experienced as the first C64 game. His joystick bought too. Damn, it hasn't crashed. So hang on, why can't I move it? So you press fire to start in one joystick pull. Oh, this is great. I wonder if this happened. Because I've tried the joystick in both ports, it's doing fuck all. Now, Big G Software, who released Zylogon, they only had 2 games, both written by Val Franco. This is one of them, and the other one I believe is called Mega Hawk, which is sort of like a trench game. So even by not being able to play. Right, let's read the instructions now. That must have been the demo. Right, skill level 1, 0 is demo. Right, so here we go. I'm nowhere near that thing. He's using sprite to sprite collision. Fucking hell, look at that. The scrolling is horrible. Everything that moves on the screen is a fucking sprite. I mean, Jesus Christ. The aspect ratio is not right at all. I'm surprised the collision was good enough to know that I went under there. So you got to bomb the fuel. So it's a bit like Scramble and Zaxxon done in a very shit way. The most impressive thing about this game is actually the sound effects. And yeah, anyway. Alright, fair enough, that could be my fault. I'll push down to go down. You might as well stay down because of the way the collision works. But you've got to bomb them bastards. Ah, your own bombs kill you as well, fantastic. So let's try and do this properly and talk properly as well. I haven't actually set any cheats and the fuel's not going down, so I don't know what that's all about. And collision detection should really be checking the collision with a shadow sprite and everything else actually, even if you're going to do such a crap collision method. Fucking hell. You saw that. I was nowhere near that. Fuck you. So I'm pretty sure you start at the beginning of the level now. Basically it's a time thing. So there's no way to tell if you're the right size here. But I'd be surprised if they don't do anything with a height on it. Or if you can actually miss them as well. So each level is a simple case of, you know, lasting the time that and so that's the blue bar on the bottom right here. So you don't actually have to put yourself in any danger as such. Don't seem to be getting more fuel for shooting them. Yeah, I mean, it looks shit. It's coded in a very shit way. Plays horrible. There's no music. Oh, that's where the missiles start. Oh, and you can't shoot the missiles, obviously, because of the way they're done it. Why the fuck are you using bombs anyway? Zaxxon does not have any bombs. What the hell were they? What is this? Fucking Indiana Jones? Fuck's sake. Shooting arrows at me. No way, man. Beep. Beep is correct, because that's what I just said about this game.